just a great parade, a fun day.
High fives! Woo! Woo!
Walking in here made me feel nice and like empowering because there's so much people like me in the crowd.
Well, good morning and welcome to our coverage of the 2025 Winnipeg Pride Parade. I'm Colleen Brady.
And I am Catherine Dow. And today's parade and festivity tradition is 38 years strong of people rallying to support the 2S LGBTQ+ community, and it's only continuing to grow. Organizers this year, get this, expect as many as 11,000 people to be marching in today's parade, with thousands more lining the streets.
And Catherine, this year's theme is Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength, a call to action celebrating both resistance and joy. A rally at the Manitoba Legislature grounds has just wrapped up, and we are expecting the parade to begin at any moment now. It will be making its way up Portage Avenue to the Forks, where the celebrations will continue all afternoon long.
And this is fun. We have a full team standing by to help share the excitement. CTV's Daniel Halmerson is among the crowd, chatting with people along the parade route, as you can see there. And our friends from 103.1 Virgin Radio, Ace Burpee and Chrissy Troy, are on the ground as well, connecting with parade participants, giving you a first-hand look at all the fun.
Ace and Chrissy, let's start with the two of you. What's going on out there?
So we have just seen that the parade started with Dykes on Bikes. Dykes on Bikes, the Winnipeg chapter, is the only Canadian chapter, and they've been around since 2019. So they've raised about $40,000, and they have a scholarship that they give out every year to two-spirit LGBTQ students for post-secondary education. Now, Dykes on Bikes started 50 years ago, started in San Francisco, and the Winnipeg chapter will send a group out there next year. So I heard you say that there are about 11,000 spectators lining the streets here today, which is true. Talking to Pride Parade organizers, there goes Sally, who is our parade Grand Marshal. So she's regarded as an icon and a trailblazer in the 2SG LGBTQ community. She's a feminist counselor who's dedicated her career to working with groups and individuals from a wide and diverse population. I was saying that the Dykes on Bikes, they will be heading to San Francisco to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that organization. Now, coming up second, we're going to have a youth marshal who is Ivory Neufeld. So Ivory Neufeld is a non-binary grade 8 student from Ness Middle School. And so they've worked very hard in their school for queer rights, also championing their school division to make their school more inclusive and safer. And so our parade has just started. You can see Manitoba Moon Voices. They are our community group marshals. So they're an independent nonprofit organization. They represent the interests of women, Indigenous women, and gender diverse people in Manitoba. We've got the bubbles going, we've got the balloons on display, and we are ready for a great Pride Parade. Back to you.
Also an incredible dog turnout, like some adorable dogs. I'll keep you updated on dogs.
We look forward to that, Ace. Thanks so much. Oh, wonderful. Yes, there is the community marshal for the year, as mentioned, Manitoba Moon Voices. Chrissy spoke about them, just a really neat organization. They're an Indigenous nonprofit, and they provide a ton of resources to folks in the community. All right, thank you, you both. We'll be checking in with you throughout the parade. Stay cool. And now we're going to check in with CTV's Daniel Halmerson, who is also along the parade route right now. Daniel, I know the crowds are already gathering where you are, but what's it like where you are at right now?
Well, every time, Catherine, every time another float comes by, there's a roar from this crowd. There are hundreds of people lined up along Memorial. We haven't even hit Portage Avenue yet. Now, over the next couple hours, I'm going to speak to people on the floats. We have 160 or so this year. Speak about what Pride means to them. I'll also speak with people here in the crowd about this year's theme, Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength. It's going to be an exciting day. I got my backpack full of water, so we're well hydrated out here and looking forward to an incredible celebration here in downtown Winnipeg.
Well, Daniel, you are excited, you are hydrated, and we're just looking at that shot of all those people, thousands out today. Now, we're anticipating 162 floats to take part in today's parade. Here's a look at the route. Now, it all starts, as you can see, at Memorial Boulevard and St. Mary's Avenue and heads north, then up Portage Avenue at Portage and Main. Then the parade will turn south and head down William Stevenson Way, all ending at the Forks. Now, the fun doesn't stop when the parade is done. No, no, no. The celebration continues with the festival at the Forks, of course. There you will find workshops, booths, vendors, and a whole lineup of performers.
You might say that's when the fun really ramps up.
Yeah.
Okay, and Ace and Chrissy mentioned this, but this year's parade marshal is Sally Papps, a really cool individual with a multi-decade history of working to help others, including as a youth counselor in juvenile corrections, a feminist counselor, and a crisis phone counselor here in Winnipeg. So excited to honor that grand marshal. There is Sally. We saw Sally hanging out in a convertible.
Yes.
As the grand marshal should. So that is the parade's grand marshal this year.
All right, I think we're going to check back in with Chrissy and Ace right away. What's going on out there, guys?
Yep.
Brian Mays, counselor for St. Vital. We're with the city of Winnipeg. What does it mean to be here representing your ward, your constituents at Pride?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's just become a huge event. It's just part of Winnipeg tradition now. And here with Councillor Rowland and Councillor Allard, so it's a good day. Good day.
And I understand you're trying to set a personal best today in terms of your time, or is that?
No, we're just trying to live through it, stay hydrated. So
I'll tell you what, Sherry Rollins, you're wildly popular along the parade route. You are.
Yeah, well, you know, love is love, and I get a lot of love from ward residents, and I'm super happy always at Pride.
That is awesome. Well, it's good to see you, and thank you for being here. Awesome. A lot going on. So, okay. Thank you.
You know, they always want folks to like volunteer to hold the sign, to hold the balloons. Too much responsibility for me when I've been on, and also so hot.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, look at this drumming. I'm just trying to figure out which float this is. Oh, and some wonderful dancing in the back. I think there's going to be a lot of those fan activity because, wow, it's pretty hot out there, Colleen.
I just checked. It's 26 degrees. It feels like 29, but it's also, Catherine, starting to get smoky too. There's a special weather statement in effect for the city of Winnipeg, so hopefully that won't be too problematic for everyone out along the parade route.
Everyone's drinking and hydrating, as mentioned. But yeah.
Okay, and I think we're going to head back now to check in with our CTV's Daniel Helmerson. Danny, what's going on out there?
Well, I'm along the parade route, and I ran into Aaron and Kyle. They're here with their kids. Good morning. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
What brings you out today? I mean, it's an obvious question, but why is celebrating Pride important to you?
It's important for everybody to feel safe and known and equal and recognized in our community, and for our kids to know that no matter who they are and who they identify as, they can marry whoever they want.
And Kyle, tell me about the Free Dad Hugs t-shirt here. Why was it important for you to wear that one today?
Well, not everyone's loved by their parents, so I feel we're loving parents. We may as well give hugs out to anyone that wants them. So
awesome. Well, bring it in for a group hug. Have a great time today. You guys take care.
Like a true reporter, Danny was making sure they were delivering on the promise of those t-shirts. Good job. Alrighty, let's check back in on the route. Oh, we've got the mobile health clinic there. Oh, we got some walker. Oh, we got the dogs, as mentioned.
That's right.
And we understand our friends at Virgin 103 also have some other folks they're chatting with. Who have you got over there, guys?
Mike is the executive director at Nine Circles. Pride means a lot to all of you and your staff, I know. For those who don't know, tell us about the work at Nine Circles, an amazing organization.
Nine Circles works in the community really to promote safety, harm reduction and safety, so that recognizing all of us here in Manitoba make different choices in our lives, and all of us have the right to feel safe and have access to the things that we need to feel safe. So
access to equality in terms of care and health care for everybody.
Absolutely. A safe environment for everybody in Manitoba who needs it. And just putting your baggage aside and creating an open space for everyone. That's really what today's all about.
Amazing. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Nine Circles, for all your amazing work. Now, You're going to have to run because I'm so sorry. Happy Pride, brother. Thank you so much.
So you'll notice on this parade route, so after the marshals, then we had the premier and the NDP, we had the mayor's group, we had also...
Did I miss the NDP?
We may have missed them, but what you notice next are the Indigenous groups and the community groups. So Manitoba Possible, Manitoba Cerebral Palsy Association, and so the Pride organizers did that deliberately. They wanted to make sure that they were showing community support and elevating those groups.
Oh,
and
I see. Hang on.
After that,
community groups before like corporate.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Back to you guys.
Thank you both. Okay, stay cool out there. Swig some water. I get goosebumps every time we bring up this shot.
Yeah.
Isn't this incredible?
Right, and you know, you and I have both walked with Bell Media along the parade route, and I'm always stunned when we are in that marshalling area before everyone starts to move and the parade takes off, just how every year more and more and more people take in this parade as participants and to come out and watch. It really is a wonderful event, and again, hopefully not too smoky for folks. No. Very warm out there. It is a little humid too, but it looks like that's not stopping anyone from having an amazing time out there on the parade route.
I was just going to say, it's easy to come out to a parade when it's 20 degrees, it's lovely. This is a commitment, and it's, you know, it's beautiful out there, but it is hot. So it's so wonderful to see that these weather conditions haven't deterred people from coming, because certainly, wow, it's crawling with activity.
No, and to give you a sense too, Catherine, we're at the very beginning of this parade, but there are at least 160 parade entries. So a lot of folks out here both participating and, as you can see, clearly watching out there in the crowd.
A lot of rainbow representation, of course. That's the color scheme, if you will, but there are always so many fun floats. Often they have kind of, a bunch of them have their own sound systems, so they're able to, you know, bring the party wherever they go. So yeah, I'm excited to see all the wonderful floats, because there's always so much creativity. Okay, we're gonna check back in with our friends at Virgin 103. Who have you got for us, guys?
Happy Pride! So I just wanted to add this in. I think I forgot when Sally was going by, I got sidetracked. You were saying there's about 11,000 spectators. There's 8,000 people that are actually walking in today's parade. So you talk about over 150 floats, 8,000 people are actually walking. Now, we met this amazing group last year, almost in the exact same spot, and Ace has Gail for free mom hugs.
Free mom hugs. Again, tell us what it's all about, how it started.
Free Mom Hugs is an international organization started about 10 years ago in the US, and we show up at Pride Parades and show support and affection for queer kids.
It's so awesome. And so, do you, like, over the years, like, how long have you done it personally?
This is only the 4th year that I've done it here in Winnipeg, yeah.
And so do you see people who are like, oh, I would like to be a part of that, because it just feels so uniting and so embracing.
Yep, and there's a Free Mom Hugs Winnipeg Facebook page people can look at for information for following years.
And so what was it for you personally that brought you into the movement?
Yeah, well, I had read about it and seen something on YouTube about the original organization, and I have, you know, friends who are gay who are my age who say, gosh, it would have been nice if when I was a kid there had been any support visible, and so it's such an easy thing to do. We're just delighted to be here.
Well, you're the best. Thank you, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Awesome job. Awesome job. We'll send it back to you. Oh my gosh.
I wonder how many hugs they've given out.
I remember those ladies from last year. They were fantastic. Glad to see them out there again. Yeah, hopefully thousands of hugs.
I would think they are over-indexing.
Yeah, well, you know what? You know who's always a fun time is our Danny Halmerson. I'm going to call you Danny because that's how we refer to you. Danny, what's going on out there right now?
Right now, I'm joined by Southern Chiefs Organization Grand Chief Jerry Daniels. How you doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Now you got a little air conditioning out there, or in there. It's a little hot out here. How's Pride going so far for you?
I think everyone's having a great time. I think the weather is perfect for us.
This year's theme is Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength. What does that mean to you as Grand Chief?
Well, I think everyone, you know, coming together and showing that together we're very, very strong, and I think that's what you're seeing here right now.
And you have a fantastic float, lots of balloons. You guys are handing out flags and stuff. What's your message to the people in the crowd here today?
I think it's, you know, come out, have a good time. We're here to support the Pride community, and I hope everybody enjoys it.
Awesome. That's Grand Chief Jerry Daniels with the Southern Chiefs Organization. Back to you, folks.
I'm feeling a little guilty that we're enjoying the AC in here, Colleen.
It's not too bad, but I should just point out the Southern Chiefs organization represents 34 Anishinaabe and Dakota First Nations in southern Manitoba. So yes, they're out there in the heat and the humidity and unfortunately some of that smoke. And yes, we're here in the studio in air-conditioned comfort.
Enjoying that, but also enjoying just the incredible sights and sounds of Pride. If you've never been out there before, the environment there is infectious. You just feel overcome with the love and support, the solidarity.
It's joyful, it's a party, and it gets bigger and better year after year after year. This year's no different.
I want to know if, I mean, this is not the kind of information they collect, but what is the running balloon tally for an event like this? It's got to be in the hundreds, at least maybe thousands.
It's a good day to sell balloons in Winnipeg, I would imagine.
Buy stock in balloons. Alrighty, we're going to check back in again with our good friends at Virgin 103. Who are you chatting with now?
Are you able to jump on with us on CTV?
We're in negotiations.
They're working this out. Ace,
yeah.
If Ace can, you know him. If anyone can get someone to talk, it's going to be Ace Burpee.
So he is working with homelessness right now, and they had to go. They had to go.
No, they're coming.
But
oh my gosh.
Tell you all, Ace is getting them. We're going to see a lot of other Pride organizations that are here today. So, for example, Pride in Transcona, Eastman Pride, the Canadian Pride Historical Society. And so what's really cool about Pride Winnipeg is that they actually are part of the Manitoba Pride Alliance. So they will then travel throughout the province to attend other Pride organizations and their events and also offer funding for those events too. So you're going to see a couple other Prides from outside of the city celebrating here today.
This is Marissa from End Homelessness Winnipeg and
Derek.
Who?
This is Derek.
Derek. That is adorable. What does it mean for your organization to be involved in Pride?
I mean, it's really important for us to be here. There's a lot of people that are vulnerable in that population, and we have to be here to show our support to those people.
And so your workload is never ending, but it seems like you are moving the city forward in terms of our vulnerable population without places to live. And just talk about that work and how crucial it is, especially in this moment.
So we work at supporting other organizations. That is our primary goal. We're kind of working it to be the hub of to show and share information. So I think it's really important that we're out here and sharing that we are here and we do exist,
And that you have their back. Awesome job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job. Nice to meet you, Derek.
Derek is adorable. Look at all those people out there, Catherine, and one of them we're going to check in right now. Once again is CTV's Danny Helmerson.
Well, Colleen and Catherine, I'm joined by my new friend, Adam. Adam, are you having fun today?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Pride so far?
Probably just they get stuff from Pride.
Yeah, what kind of stuff did you get so far there?
Some tattoos, a bracelet, and a little ducky.
Very, very cool. Now, why is it important to be out here today celebrating Pride?
I'm not 100% sure, but what I like about Pride is that I just get stuff.
Awesome. I hope you have a really fun day, and I hope you fill that hat up with plenty of good stuff. Thank you so much, Adam.
I mean, I think they are. He's in the right place, right? To be getting some sweet handouts there. There's lots of fun, candy, bracelets, all that sort of thing. That's Manitoba Union's walking float there. Folks waving those rainbow flags high. A lot of walkers this year.
Yeah, a lot of union representatives walking in today's parade. You can see they've got their flags. They're all decked out in different colors, hooting and hollering, and you could hear that music pumping too a couple minutes ago.
It really is.
And it is a big
party.
dance party too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about this that makes it so much fun.
Smart folks have brought umbrellas.
Yes.
That would be a good shade. But yes, as you can see, we're there's still a bit of a lineup of floats. It hasn't really gotten going. There's usually that like hurry up and wait when you're actually walking in the parade. Alrighty, we're gonna go once again to our friends at Virgin 103. Folks, what do we got?
Should we get a couple streets that start coming back?
So yeah, it's really neat to watch people walking by handing out water and Gatorade to everybody in the crowd. Now take a look at this amazing group. This is Lilia.
Hello.
Lilia, is this your first Pride Parade?
No, I've been here all my life, every Pride Parade.
You've been to, now this is a personal question, but can I ask how old you are?
8.
So you've been to 8 Pride Parades?
Yes.
That is awesome. Maybe even 9.
Unbelievable.
That's
okay, so then, what do you remember about, because you're not going to remember the first Pride Parade that you went to, but what's the first memory you have of a Winnipeg Pride Parade? Is it like getting your outfit together before you were coming to the parade? Do you remember being here and meeting somebody really amazing?
I don't know, just
All the rainbows.
we saw lots of my mom's friends because my mom works for 9 Circles.
Okay. And so it's always seeing friends at the parade then?
Yeah.
Amazing. So you work for 9 Circles.
I do, yeah, I'm a nurse there.
That's amazing. So when was your first Pride Parade?
I think it was with 9 Circles, so probably 2014, I think.
Unbelievable. Well, thanks so much for being here today. It was really nice chatting with both of you.
Yeah, it was great talking to you, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Thank you.
Happy Pride to you too.
She's been at 8, maybe 9 Pride
She might
parades.
have me beat. I'm trying to think. I've been to a lot, but that's pretty cool to grow up going.
When she said that, I was trying to run the numbers too, but it's been a few. I'm not sure exactly how many.
I might be in league with her, yeah. They mentioned 9 Circles. That's the 9 Circles Community Health Center. They deal with expert care in HIV, hepatitis C, sexually transmitted diseases, very important services to the community. So those nurses are well needed. Already, we are going to go back to Daniel Halmerson, who's along the parade route. Who's joining you there, Danny?
Well, Catherine, we're seeing a lot of rainbows today. We're seeing a lot of tank tops and shorts because of this weather. But my friend Chantel had a little bit of a different idea for your get up today. Tell me a little bit about your outfit.
I wear this quite often. I'm a cross-dresser, proud of it. And for special days, I just dress up in Victorian.
Now, most people are doing a pretty standard wave. You have a little bit more of a
Queen Liz kind of.
A little regal, blessing people as they come along the route. How many years have you been coming to Pride?
Geez, over 20 years.
And over the last 20 years, what kind of change has you seen in this community when it comes to celebrating Pride?
More kids, more allies, and just less of the the nudity kind of stuff, so that's what I like.
Awesome. Well, have a wonderful day. Back to you folks there at the studio.
I think we just saw Captain Jack Sparrow walk by too.
Well, that's
he's iconic in Winnipeg now.
Okay, so if you're wearing a costume, or if you're wearing a big dress like that, maybe with a corset, or the drag queens that have like a full beat of makeup under this heat, that is commitment. So that's amazing.
Full applause to them. Full props to them because it's
your makeup's
heating up out there.
Your makeup starts to melt off, but the good news is drag queens are pretty expert at makeup, so they have all the powder in place to keep the beautiful work they've done. And I'm excited to see a number of, there's always so many great drag queens on the Pride route. There's usually a really great float from Club 200 that has blasting music, a lot of their performers.
They're still to come.
Yes, just a little tease for you.
Yes, if anyone's prepared for this, it will be.
Yes, because like drag performers
queens,
are often in nightclubs, and there's all number of conditions, right? Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. People are dancing, so they're ready for this. They're used to different kinds of elements.
Absolutely.
Oh, United Church of Canada, they've got a big sign there, a contingent. Oh, and a rainbow-colored truck. Love these wings. Look how beautiful.
It's just beautiful, yes. And I believe they've been involved in Pride parades in years past, so nice to see them return this year. Yeah, this really is, it's an explosion of color too, isn't it, every year?
And an explosion of bubbles, I would say.
Bubbles, balloons.
That rainbow umbrella, that's a hot ticket item this year, I would imagine. Look how fun. St. Mary's Road United Church, now walking in the parade. Got a lot of great tie-dye there, good group walking on
great
by.
Turnout,
yeah, no, it's great to see. Look at this long line of floats still to come.
Yeah, folks, just to give you a sense of just how many people participate and just come out to be involved and watch. It really is a sea of people. Great to see. A bigger and bigger sea every year, too.
I didn't notice last year
awesome.
that folks are in that Bay Parkade, which
Yes.
would be nice and shaded.
If you get a little up higher, too, your vantage point is pretty good looking down.
Oh,
there's some strategy with this,
There
Catherine.
really is. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've been to a couple of them, you probably know the things you're going to need to be have a comfortable pride. So that's the Macy Manitoba Advocate for Child and Youth contingent there. There's a nice little dog. Oh, she's got a good idea.
Yeah.
Little ones
Smart.
have some fans. Yeah, they're getting their steps in today, I would imagine.
Yeah, it really just is incredible to take it. And you're right, there's a lot of folks in that Bay Parkade, aren't there?
Look how, I mean, that would be a nice, I'm sure it's a coveted spot, if you will, but shaded and nice and a good vantage point.
All right. Now, it sounds like Ace. Ace is on the case. He has someone out there to chat with Ace. Who do you have?
Later. Here with David, proud dad. Who you walking with today, walking for?
With my son Alex and my daughter Brittany.
Awesome. And what does Pride mean to you and your family?
Well, we go every year and it means a lot. Just the inclusion, right? It's the family together. It's just loving everybody. And like they say, love is love. And who am I to judge, right?
My man. And also, David, this is, if you just want to turn a little bit, those are top 5 arms in Winnipeg. Those are unbelievable. Those are amazing. Good job, brother. Way to go. Thank you.
I'm happy Ace called that out because I was thinking, when this is muscle shirt weather, so get the muscle out. I believe Danny Holmerson has another guest joining us. Daniel, who are you chatting with now?
I'm here with Sherry Gott. She's the Manitoba Advocate for Children and Youth. Good morning, Sherry. How are you?
Good. It's really hot out here, but it's also nice to see the number of people out supporting our LGBTQIA plus community.
This year's theme for Pride is Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength. How does Macy kind of collaborate with that?
Well, I think it's really important that we support our LGBTQ community because many of our youth struggle with their identity, and with Macy, we support all the youth in Manitoba.
Wonderful. Well, I'll let you catch up to the rest of your group there. Thank you so much, Sherry. Take care.
Thank you for that. I love her ribbon skirt. We also saw Ray had a really neat truck there. Ray is Resource Assistance for Youth. They've got some amazing programming there. And I also noticed there on the MTYP, stop everything. We've got another dog.
Dog watch.
It's a very good boy or girl. Tail wagging.
Yes.
But yeah, I was admiring MTYP's truck. They had those ribbons that came out to make it different color ribbons to make it look like a rainbow. Really cool. Roar, Rainbow Outpatient Addiction Recovery.
Important work they do.
No,
It's great when you hear that music just crank up a little bit and we're dancing in our seats here in the studio. Lots of fun. Look how cute those guys are. Yeah.
Loving the Pluto hat, Super Mario Brothers. Some nice flags going there. I would have, it's so nice to see younger kids coming out. Oh, the Manitoba Teachers Society walking, carrying the flag, raising those banners high.
Yeah, big turnout from them as well, and they've participated in Pride parades in years past, so great to see them return.
Keeping in the education theme, Pembina Trail School Division, some educators there.
There's a number of school divisions participating this year. It's great to see them out as well.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I don't think ours did, so it's wonderful to see all this kind of more development and more participation. Once again, Ace is on the case. Ace, who are you joined with now?
We are here with Dawn. Pride Parade's been amazing. Dawn, you are, what is your float? Who are you representing?
United Church of Canada.
Okay, so that sends a strong message. Why is it important to the United Church of Canada to show up, show out at Pride?
We accept everybody, and this is just our way of showing that to the general public, and it's just an awesome thing. My daughter was one of the organizers of this thing, and it's just super.
Awesome. Well, you've done an amazing job. Thanks so much. Great job. Dawn, everybody. Oh, my gosh.
Got some good dancers on this route,
Absolutely.
I gotta say. Some of them look like they're choreographed and ready to go. And they did a good paint job on that truck, I must say.
They sure did. And, you know, the funny thing about the parade route, too, is that you stop and chat and dance, and it's easy to get a little separated from your group. But hey, it's one big party. It's all love. Everyone's out there celebrating together, as you can see. Still a big group there.
No kidding. You stop for
start.
5 minutes, and then your float is like 6 blocks down, and you got to make up the space. It's pretty
it's
good.
happened to me before. Yeah,
We've all been
You got to
there.
run. You got to hustle. You got to dance.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
More walkers there, just trying to make out who these folks are with. I'm loving seeing, though, the amount of different signage, the creativity people put into their outfits. Always some good dog costumes, as we've mentioned, dog outfits. Sometimes they dye dogs to make them extra rainbow.
Yeah, and there's a nice aerial look down onto Portage Avenue, the sea of folks making their way down the parade route. Just awesome to see that.
So this is the float I was talking about. I believe this is MTYP. Isn't this neat?
It's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, what a cool concept. And yeah, I mean, there's so many different takes on representing the rainbow. So you got to get creative, and every year the floats don't disappoint, I got to say.
No, always something new and original every time.
And if you get hot, you just go underneath that and get a little bit of shade.
Very smart. Oh,
multi-purpose.
Twirling.
There we go.
Yeah.
I believe it's probably the province. I believe I saw the Manitoba logo there.
Okay.
Lots of good walkers there, enjoying the route. A lot of people with those, not just content to be holding a water bottle, they've got it like a satchel of water.
Oh, yes.
Very important.
Ace, Chrissy, Danny, all of their backpacks.
Folklorama, I believe.
Yes.
Am I seeing some ambassadors here?
And Folklorama always has a contingent that grows and grows every year. They've always been such great avid supporters of the Pride Parade, and it's great to see them back. There's some cartwheel action there.
And I love reminding, like, Pride always feels like such a kickoff to our really busy summer season, and Folklorama, of course, just not really around the corner, but coming up soon. I can't wait.
44 pavilions this year. Of course, 2 weeks in August, so it'll be here before you know it.
There you go.
Lots of fun awaits once we get past today's parade and we kick off the rest of the summer and we get to Folklorama in August. Boy, oh boy. 44 pavilions. That'll keep you busy too.
Well, no kidding. So once you've recovered from Pride, because it's a lot of fun, but wow, it's a whole day of fun, you are ready to go once again for Folklorama.
And of course, there's been a lot more to this Pride Parade and Pride Festival than just the parade itself. This really today is the culmination of the last few days of Pride celebration. But really, there's been activities for the last few months leading up to this big celebratory weekend, all culminating with this day. And it's beautiful dancers.
That's the thing. There's just been this is obviously one of the most eye-grabbing events. It's so popular. But yes, there's community events. They've been, as you mentioned, through the last couple of weeks. There's things like queer comedy nights. There's drag shows. There's youth programming, so there's just a lot on the go if you want to log onto their website and check out more. Okay, speaking of checking in, we're going to go back to Ace Burpee. Who are you chatting with now, Ace?
So the folks from our own health center are just in front of us, right over there. So super interesting. That was founded by Dr. Dick Smith back in the day. Dr. Dick Smith was a doctor in Winnipeg, just passed away a couple of years ago. And when the AIDS epidemic first struck, people with AIDS couldn't even get regular health care, just checkups and everything, they would get refused at all these doctors. So Dr. Dick Smith started this clinic where everyone was welcome. He got the Order of Manitoba. The place is still going, our own health center. Guy's an absolute legend. And literally, back in the day, if you had just a regular, you're like, oh, I think I have the flu or something and I want to go to the doctor, you couldn't. Dr. Dick Smith changed all of that. Absolute legend, our own health center. Back to y'all.
I didn't know that. That is fascinating.
No, that's really important history.
No kidding. Okay, what do we think?
Cute dog alert.
Like a poodle, a golden doodle? What have we got here in a little toodle? Trying to rhyme? Clearly the coffee is hitting. Yeah. She's enjoying it.
I'm trying to think what rhymes with poodle, doodle.
Manitoba
noodle.
Theater Center there.
Maybe see some pool noodles. They're colorful. I'm sure we'll see some on the route.
Oh, and Winnipeg Fringe Fest, of course.
Manitoba Theater Center. They have a big contingent walking this year. Chrissy, you're up. Well, who do you have to chat with us now?
enough, so we decided we'd start running. So this is Maureen. We can stop now. Let's stop. This is Maureen. She's with PayWorks. You are the chief.
I'm the Chief Technology Officer.
Now, PayWorks is celebrating a huge anniversary this year.
Yeah, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary of doing business here in Winnipeg, supporting our communities.
Yeah, PayWorks is a Manitoba, a Winnipeg-based company, and it is a fantastic company. So, and you show up for the community time and time again. Why is Pride important to PayWorks?
Pride is important to PayWorks for so many reasons. Our corporate motto is pay it forward. And so for us, it's about giving back to the communities that we live and work in. As a corporate and executive sponsor of DIB for PayWorks, it's really important to me that we show that everyone belongs and we support the communities no matter who you are and where you're from.
And then you also have a really wonderful initiatives throughout the year for the community as well.
We do. We're constantly focusing on supporting the community. We just had a major donation to the Rainbow Research Center. And we're here today supporting Pride in Manitoba and for Canada.
Thank you so much for being here. Honest to goodness, PayWorks is this fantastic company. I love them so much. Happy Pride.
Thank you so much. Happy Pride to you too.
And PayWorks has been involved in past Pride parades. Great to see them back this year. Let's check back in with Daniel Halmerson. Danny, what's up?
Well, I'm joined by Chris from Mama Wichita Center. Now, Chris, how's your day so far?
It's been amazing. It is super warm outside though, but other than that, I love all the colorful and the dancing.
Tell me a little bit about this sign. That's what really stood out. What's the message behind this sign?
So it takes a lot of courage to be who you are. So, cause like, I always say just like being LGBTQ and like showing all the appreciations, even if like you're straight or anything, like being Indigenous, bi, woman, I always like just have a lot of courage to be expressing who I am without any problems.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Have fun today and stay cool out here.
And I'll just mention, too, that Chris was one of about 40 marchers from Mama Way today. They had a lot of participants from a lot of their different community-based programs, so nice to see such a big contingent. There's one of our fabulous drag queens out there, looking fresh, looking fine, Catherine.
I believe she's with Rainbow Resource Center. I'm just trying to get a good look.
I think so.
Yeah, I was shocked, though, by the way, earlier that we heard our first bit of Chapel Roan. I thought that would just be on repeat.
Oh, yeah. True enough, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, look. Oh, she's got a good seat, honestly. She can just enjoy, wave to the crowd.
Take it in and be adored, as she should be.
What is the dress we're thinking? It's like sparkly, there's, not even sparkles, there's feathers, how about let's say that.
Yeah.
Almost looks kind of like a sprinkled donut almost, but wow, she is looking fab. And the folks behind also looking good in the pink shirts there.
Cotton candy hair she has, beautiful.
Oh. Maybe I want to have cotton candy here. You know, I could go for some also cotton candy just to eat right now. We see some trans flags flying there. We see a lot of those rainbow flags flying high as well. Still so many floats still queuing up and ready to go.
Yeah, that crowd is not thinning out anytime soon.
And it's really fun if you've never made your way to the Forks at the end. Oh, we've got some performances.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Work it.
Yes.
I love it. Walking the parade route in those heels, medal, honor. You should have a trophy.
Hats off to
yes,
you.
no kidding. I believe, oh my goodness, yeah, it's so fun. But yes,
that's commitment.
At the Forks, if you've never made it to that end of the route, it's just, it's such a fun party down there. There's mentioned lots of booths, there's lots of entertainment, food, drink, all the fun there. So it's a really nice way to close off the parade because it's such a kind of jolt of energy, and then you get to just keep it going.
That was after a big party last night at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights too. So lots of fun has been had this weekend, and that continues, as you can clearly see.
No kidding.
This parade is. Oh, you know what? Danny's got that. Listen, that dancer. Stop everything, folks, because CTV's Daniel Halmerson has that dancer. Danny.
I'm with Ophelia Payne and Trevor. Trevor, you were just performing here right in front of the Candle Life Center. How's Pride going for you?
It's excellent. It's a celebration of love today.
And Ophelia, how long have you been coming to celebrate Pride here in Winnipeg?
First year.
Really? But this get-up, I'm guessing you've had some experience in drag culture at least.
Yes, drag for 5 years, and it's just such a celebration to come out and just share with everybody.
This year's theme is Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength. What does that mean to you, Trevor?
It means celebrate who you are, come together as a community, celebrate our country, because we are the best. That's what it means.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you guys get up there again and keep those performances going. Take care.
Thank you, Daniel. And yeah, they were really giving it. They're giving a good performance to the crowd. Ace and Chrissy joined us once again. Who are you chatting with now?
So, the unions are now just starting to go by. You should know there are 8 unions that have made the promise to appear at Pride and support an allyship. School divisions are here too, so it's really neat. 7 Oaks School Division is here today, so is Louis Riel, Winnipeg School Division. Frontier School Division, which I don't think people understand how extremely large Frontier is. So it includes Norway House, Cranberry, Portage, those communities that were evacuated because of fires. It also includes Dauphin, Thompson. St. James School Division is here today. River East School Division is here today. Scolaire Franco-Manitoban, the Manitoba Teachers Society, also a union that is walking here today. Even the University of Manitoba Queer Asper students are here. So that's interesting because this is really, really cool. There's a scholarship that Winnipeg Pride has a program that supports Two-Spirit LGBTQ+ students for post-secondary education, and it's with their queer beer. So $1 from each can of queer beer sold goes to that program, giving scholarships to students. And if you are wondering, because I hope you are wondering, it is a fruity and fabulous beer, and it has very bold flavors of cherry and lime. So after the parade heads to the festival at the Forks, $1 from every queer beer sold there today will support the scholarships. Sorry, we talked about...
So Chrissy and I are going straight. Hi! Chrissy and I are going straight from the parade to the main stage at the Forks. There's this hip-hop group coming in from Vancouver called Nada, and they are unbelievable, okay? And then repping Tatasquiac Cree Nation, your headliner tonight, Sebastian Gaskin. So this dude's just a massive talent, and he's gonna be headlining the main stage at the Forks. So if you're like, okay, I got like errands to run and all this stuff to do today, and this is great, I'm chilling, watching the parade. Sebastian Gaskin probably go on around 5:45. I'm telling you, dude's an absolute stud. He's awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you some more about that since we're talking about it. When we talk about Pride, we have to talk about accessibility because they really do such a great job of accessibility at the parade here. So Canada Life Centre has partnered with them for temperature-controlled accessibility. There's accessibility viewing there. There's accessibility viewing here on the route. And then when you get to the festival, there's accessibility bars that are in the beverage tent. There's a kid zone. There's a 55-plus patio. It's called the Trailblazers Lounge.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I just think it's so cool.
She said one of the 55-plus cabareters.
I didn't. And so that's just some of the accessibility, as well as described video. And on the stage, there'll be different languages that they'll be offering in terms of performances too. So really just so many ways that Pride talks about inclusion and lifting everyone up and no one gets left behind. It's just amazing. Back to you guys.
See, I got really distracted there. I'm not sure if she could still hear, but she's, speaking about all these wonderful organizations. And I see Ace see a dog and sprint away. Like, who is this? So Ace is on the dog beat today. Okay, thank you both. Okay, Daniel Holmerson has another guest joining us. Who have you caught up with there, Danny?
Well, my next guest is no stranger to marching in parades. It's Lieutenant Colonel Genevieve Dussault from the Canadian Armed Forces. How's your day going?
It's awesome. It's fantastic. The ambiance is like fireworks around here.
The military band there is drawing such a response from this crowd. Why is it important for you folks to be here today?
Well, we want to be here to support a member of the CAF. And really tell the community that we are an inclusive team and we are wonderful. So, yes.
Wonderful. Well, have a great afternoon and thank you so much.
I imagine those uniforms do not breathe.
No.
So amazing that they are out and supporting folks. on their team, and yeah, marching the route there. Wonderful to have them a part of it.
Definitely nice to see 17 wing out. Hope they're handling that heat okay, but they're trained professionals.
No kidding. Yeah. We also just saw the Rainbow Harmony Project. I was just giving it a quick Google because I'm like, what is that? And I've learned a non-audition flagship ensemble. So it's a Winnipeg 2S LGBTQIA plus choir. Adults of all ages. I need to see them perform.
Yeah, it sounds fabulous. And hopefully they'll burst into song if we're lucky.
At any point, honestly, because I really miss being in high school choir. So I imagine just wonderful for that community to have a choir that they can join, perform at, maybe at Pride, who knows? Who have we got here? I'm just
trying to read the t-shirts.
Yeah, clearly I need to get my...
Oh, it's the group from Marymount, yes, and they've been involved in Pride's Parade Pass, so nice to see them return this year.
Some great drumming going on, some littles there. Okay, we've got good fans action,
Okay.
Frontier School Division,
now
Chrissy mentioned.
Chrissy said how big it is. 75% of the geography of Manitoba is represented by that Frontier School Division. Danny, once again, has more friends to chat with. Danny, who you have? Oh, a cute feline friend there. Oh, canine.
I know, as we're all pet lovers, excited about this one. I'm joined by Jacqueline and Marty. Now, tell me a little bit about Marty's role here at Pride.
Marty is here as an ambassador to people to bring the joy and the friendliness to Pride. He helps people who are afraid of dogs. He helps kids who are new to this whole environment. He helps the old people see something that brings everyone together. So it brings people together better than dogs.
Now, how long does it take to transform Marty into Party Marty?
Well, Marty's a poodle, so he's used to lots of grooming. So this takes us about 10 hours, but we do it over the course of a week.
He's a good boy. I'm sure there's some treats involved in that process.
Oh, I have an entire bag full of treats right now, and it'll be empty by the end of the day.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, and thank you so much, Marty. You have fun today, okay?
10 hours, that's about how much time my hair and makeup takes every day, just to make me look like adult women. So I can relate, Party Marty.
Yeah, we're with you.
Here we are. Oh, and back to Party Marty.
We could just watch Party Marty all day, I think.
Fine with that, honestly, especially if that much prep goes in.
Absolutely.
Making Marty camera ready.
But Chrissy, I think, has some to chat with. Well, they're both out there, Ace and Chrissy together. Who do you have to talk to, folks?
So we'll start with Ace because this is a long-lasting friendship over here.
That's right. Canadian Mental Health Association. This is Marion Cooper. I go way back because Marion Cooper and my mother are good friends, and that is the best, and it's wonderful to see you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's awesome to be with you right now.
Mental health, there is no health without mental health, and Pride is a big, big deal. The fact that you show up and show out for our people is amazing.
Well, you know what? It's core to our values.
Yeah.
Creating a community that celebrates and creates safe space for everyone. That's what mental health is all about. It's about being able to thrive and be a part of your community. So this is like Mental Health Week for us. We're all here, and this is so important to who we are as an organization.
And people seeing Pride and seeing the outpouring of support and the actual numbers, that can literally save lives, because they see, oh, I am valued and respected out there, and I matter, and I can fit in whoever, no matter who I am.
One of the things that we often talk about in mental health is, is the world becoming a better place for people like me? So if I have schizophrenia, if I have bipolar disorder, if I just struggle with postpartum depression or not coping at work, the world needs to be a better place for people like me and everybody with a mental health need, with a mental health struggle, with diversity, and all of the things we're navigating in our lives to be the kind of human being that we're meant to be.
Yeah.
So, it's just a beautiful celebration, and it's just wonderful to be part of it.
Marion Cooper, Canadian Mental Health Association, thank you and to all your team for all your incredibly hard work, and we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
And you just saw the float from Unifor, very colorful there. One of several unions, including the Manitoba Association of Healthcare Professionals, CUPE Manitoba, the MGEU, UFCW 832, as well as Unifor. So great to see that union representation
No
out
kidding.
on the route today.
And what a fabulous organization that Ace was just learning about, as we've learned how important mental health is, of course. We beat the drum here about that quite often.
Absolutely. No, it's a very important work that we do.
Looks like we've got the airport, Winnipeg Richardson International Airport.
And I know in years past, they have switched out their famous blue hug rugs for Pride-related hug rugs that are more rainbow, with more rainbow colors, right? And so folks can come get a hug on the Pride.
I love the hug rug. I don't know about you, but
who doesn't love a good hug rug?
Reminds me of love, actually. But I would, if I'm in a bad mood, I would love to park myself at the airport and watch people arrive to the hug rug because it'll lift your spirits. I tell ya. What else we got going on? I mean, this parade is really just getting going as the floats are starting to flow. We still got a bit of a lineup there as we're, as mentioned, over 160.
I believe 162 is the tally, the total number of float entries this year. So we have a lot more to enjoy, including checking back in with CTV's Danny Holmerson.
I'm joined here by Debbie. Now, she's a proud mom. How's Pride so far? We're about a third of the way, we're guessing, through the parade. How's your day so far?
It's been amazing. I am amongst a lot of people that are like proud parents, proud grandparents, proud family members, friends, everyone, and I'm just enjoying myself.
And that kind of ties into this year's theme, Rise in Pride, Stand in Strength. As a mom of queer kids, what does that mean to you?
You know what? I could never be so much more prouder of them. I love them to pieces. I have 3 children out of 5 that are in the LGBT community. One is trans, one's not sure, one is gay. And you know what? I'm proud of them no matter what, and I love them to pieces. And I am standing here prideful, proud for them all.
Wonderful, Debbie. Well, I hope you have a great time. The next floats are just coming down, so have fun. You take care.
Happy Pride, everyone!
And I love her shirt too, proud parents. So important to have that support. So
I always get a little, like, I don't know why, emotional, but when I see parents, you know, just walking proudly with their kids, you know, acceptance is so, I mean, it's tantamount to this whole experience with Pride, and it's, inclusion, acceptance, and love is really the name of the game for the Pride.
They are a key part of that celebration today.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to figure out who these folks are in the red shirts.
Bright red shirts.
Bright red shirts. Very, very important that we're talking with this guy.
Yeah.
Just making sure the route is going swimmingly. Okay, let's check back in with Ace. Ace, who you chatting with now, buddy?
Where did the mascot go? Where? Oh, so back in the day when I was at the University of Manitoba, I was the first ever person to wear the Billy the Bison costume. This is the bison over here. Billy, I love you. I love you, Billy. And it's so nice to see you, and you're amazing. Yeah. That's what I used to do. Wasn't so good at attending class at the University of Manitoba, but I was very good in the mascot suit. Billy the Bison. Christy Troy has got. Hello.
Okay, so this is really, really cool. The Rainbow Harmony Project.
Yes.
This is Katie.
Yeah, hi, I'm the Artistic Director of Rainbow Harmony Project this year.
Okay, so there's a lot to know about the Rainbow Harmony Project. Tell us about it.
We are Winnipeg's LGBTQ choir for members of the queer community and their allies. We love to sing. We have a youth choir for anybody ages 13 to 18. And we've got a concert next Sunday at the Human Rights Museum at 7 o'clock.
Amazing. Now, you're also always looking for donations as well, correct?
Yeah, of course. You can go to our website, rainbowharmonyproject.ca.
So now the youth marshal today, Ivory Neufeld.
Yeah.
Is there a connection with Ivory and Rainbow Harmony?
Absolutely. Actually, both marshals. Sandy Papso is a member of Rainbow Harmony Project, founding member, and Ivory is a member of our youth choir. And we're so excited to have both of them as marshals for this year's parade. It's so exciting.
Now, one more time, that performance is when?
Next Sunday, June 8th at 7 o'clock at the Human Rights Museum, and we hope to see everybody there.
Fantastic, and you're always looking for new members to join as well.
Definitely, we'll start up again in September.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride.
She's so joyful.
I know.
Yeah, and I would be remiss if I didn't point this out because I know a lot of folks are now familiar with Ace and Chrissy's producer, Amber. Now, if you caught a quick shot, she had that fabulous multicolored hair. that she was rocking. We saw it earlier today.
Yeah, we saw. I mean, Amber is the hardest working person,
She really is,
right?
yeah.
And rightfully a star in her own right, even though she's behind the scenes. Everyone knows Amber. And we saw Eastman Pride there. We saw earlier Transcona, and I love they had Transcona Pride. They had a flamingo dressed in pride shirt.
That's right.
I love it.
Dancing flamingo. That was great.
I loved hearing about the choir because my first experiences with the LGBTQS plus community was in theater and choir when I was a kid.
Right.
There's so many wonderful folks in the community who love to sing, and they over-index in great singers. So I can only imagine what that choir sounds like. Let's be honest.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, I love high school choirs. Like you really feel like yourself. So I imagine I need to go check them out and see them perform. Who we got here with this beautiful balloon arch? We've got some flags over this truck. They're a little bit stalled, I think, because we're just taking our time on the parade route.
Sometimes that happens.
Oh, Shoppers Drug Mart, I believe. Is that Shoppers? I want to say they're Shoppers. Yep, they're Shoppers Drug Mart.
Okay, they are very close to the end of the parade route,
They
actually.
are, yeah.
Now, it is, of course, a national drugstore chain. It is committed to inclusivity. In fact, it donated proceeds from a number of its products to Pride events across the country. It has an entire section, Catherine, on its website highlighting staff who are members of the community to mark Pride Month.
Well, you know, on like Drag Race, they have a cosmetic sponsor.
Yeah.
Maybe Shoppers should get in there and sponsor some of the drag queens, right?
Be very smart.
They need to.
It would be very smart.
Yeah, I mean,
Shoppers
who
Drug
uses
Mart,
their products
get on
better? No kidding.
Right.
Oh, scooting along the parade route.
Oh, that's smart
a good
too.
Call. That's a good call. I wonder if I can get someone to push me in like a.
Yeah, that's even smarter.
You know, that's even better. Some pups on the route. It is so fun just running up along and giving you folks watching high fives.
Well, strangers become friends in that moment, right? You know, everyone is out there celebrating love and inclusivity. It's such a fun time out there on the route. Hot, yes, and perhaps a little smoky, but so much fun.
Well, you can just tell how much folks love this event because they're braving these elements to be there. And I imagine you forget about it pretty fast when you're swept up in the fun, the spirit of it, the connectivity you feel. There's folks again with Shoppers. They've got some cool fanny packs. Always a good call, honestly. You see our reporters out there with the backpacks because they need something to carry.
Yes,
their
they
water.
have reinforcements.
Yeah. Who we got here? I'm learning from this. I need to get my eyes checked.
Efficiency Manitoba, yes. They're a very inclusive, progressive organization.
And they're being very efficient right now,
They
too.
sure are.
As they walk, just kidding.
Yeah, well, and you know what, to give you a sense once again of what they're walking in, it is 26 degrees out there. When you factor in a little bit of humidity, it feels more like 29. Also, there is some smoke reporting, at least out of the airport. So hopefully it's not too bad for folks out along the parade route, including our one and only CTV's Daniel Halmerson. Daniel, what's going on where you are?
It is loud right now. We're just getting close to Portage and Main, and I'm joined by Naya. Naya, what time did you guys get here for this premium spot?
We got here probably around 10, and then we probably got to this spot probably around like 11, so like prime time to before parade started.
I just heard my colleagues in studio talk about the weather. It's hot out here. How are you guys staying cool?
We're doing pretty good. We got some massive fans. Some people are coming by spraying us. Honestly, it's not that bad in the shade, so we're doing pretty good right now.
And why is being out here and celebrating today important for you?
I have so many people in my life who mean so much to me, who are all queer, trans, gay, bi. I'm bi myself. It just means so much to be out here to make sure that my cousins who are younger than me and my niece and my nephew are able to be whoever they want when they grow up. And it's also just a good time to be around people who have all the same interests.
Absolutely. Well, thank you and have so much fun this afternoon. We're going to stay cool out here.
Wow, and you can see that is our CTV Live Eye getting that amazing aerial footage. Look at that parade. It just goes on and on and on. It's so wonderful to see.
That's what's so great is Pride is, of course, about primarily the two LGBTQIA plus community. I've said plus twice, but also so many allies that come out
That's
to support.
just it.
Allyship is so tantamount to the day, so it's just wonderful to see folks supporting and showing their love.
Yeah, that grows every year, the allyship, so
yes.
it's great.
Oh, so we're going to show our love to Ace and Chrissy, who are chatting with some more folks on the parade route. Who have you been wrangled to talk with you now?
Jacqueline, what is it, production manager?
No, artistic producer.
Artistic producer at Rainbow Stage. How pumped are you Frozen and Rock of Ages. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's right. We are so excited to bring 2 new titles to our Rainbow audience this summer. 2 shows we've never done before. Rock of Ages is going to be just a rockin', hilariously fun time. And Frozen, who doesn't love Frozen,
I know,
right?
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And what does it mean for Rainbow Stage to have presence here at Pride?
It means everything. This is our 3rd year coming here. We're happy to be in support of the Pride community and support of everyone supporting everyone. So
Awesome.
yeah, we have a bit of a theater contingent here. M2IP is here this year, MTC, SIR, ourselves, and we're just happy to show our support here in this community.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Rainbow Stage this summer, they're going Rock of Ages and Frozen. Amazing, Jacqueline. Great job. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Well, somebody needs to break into a rousing rendition of Frozen, I think.
Yeah, just to get morale
Or let it go,
higher.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, just to like pretend you're in a cold climate. No, we don't want that. We like hot. Also, Jacqueline has been to a Tony's party at my house, so that is
there you
how
go.
small Winnipeg is. I'm like, Jackie. Yeah, oh my goodness, lots of rainbow flying high there.
Yeah, we just saw the Cancer Care Manitoba Pride contingent. Great to see them out.
We've got Lane on the horn here.
Those were beautiful balloons, a little different
no
there.
Kidding. Who's that? Norwest Co-op Community Health. There's a lot of great health partners that making their presence known. Healthcare obviously so important in every community. So.
Physical and mental health,
Yes.
all those supports, so important for the entire community.
Look how joyful everyone is.
Yeah.
So happy. I feel like laser a big, like those floral laser, a big fashion moment of Pride. They are every year, let's be honest. Some great signage going on.
Yep.
I'm just
that's a
trying to
great
figure out.
backpack there.
Yeah, no kidding. We've seen so many great pups, and I'm loving seeing all the pups on the parade route. Just trying to get eyes on another one, honestly. Oh, and
the Red River
RC
College
Polytech.
Polytech, yes.
They've so I believe their float is built in-house by their students from a number of different
Staff and
departments.
students, I think, yeah.
They do just an incredible job there. And they've got the
really
trans
do.
flag there, yeah.
Last year they had a phenomenal float. It looks like they've outdone themselves this year.
And talk about riding in style and a little bit of shade.
It's a beautiful float.
There it is, yeah. And
Yeah,
I believe
always
that's
great to
all.
see
Is
Red
that-
River.
Yeah, more are. They've got a lot of presence there. That's awesome.
Okay, Danny, you're up. Daniel Helmerson, who do you have to chat with?
No, it's a beer. Well, we're right near Portage and Main, and I'm joined with Riverview CEO Kathleen Klassen. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, enjoying all the energy, all the collaboration, the spirit.
And we'll keep on walking here so we don't tie things up. Why is it important for Riverview Health Center to be here today to support the community?
Because we believe really strongly in including everyone, inclusion and diversity. We have an amazing group of staff that have been working really hard on equity, diversity, inclusion, and belonging. And the parade and those participating keeps growing every single year.
Awesome. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time this afternoon. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, Kathleen's terrific, and the work they do out at Riverview is just, they do such a good service in the community as well, so great to see them here today, too.
You know, Colleen, I'm going to be interested to see Danny and Ace and Chrissy's step count after this.
Yeah.
Because I was out roving last year, and mine was like 20,000 steps or something like that. So...
Yeah, I don't know if they have their Fitbits on or their Apple Watches, but...
I want to know what this is. These are all Roald Dahl titles, the BFG, the Cat in the Hat. I don't know. Fun.
Right at Portage and Main.
Taking the turn there.
Yeah, before too long, they will be at the festival party at the Forks.
Lots
There's
of,
a look.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Colleen.
Oh no, I was just going to say we've just rounded the corner there of that live look down at Main Street. Now we're back at the other end, at the beginning of the parade route, back along Memorial, and you can see there's still so many floats in the queue waiting to get going and make their way down the parade route as well.
Umbrella cooperation there.
Big wave.
No kidding. Ooh, a good...
Pecan, right, okay.
I long to be one of these folks getting pulled around. Oh, it's almost like, yeah, it's a beautiful float there. Waving to the crowd.
Bubbles, a must.
Draped in flags. And they're at the start of the parade.
Yeah, they have a ways to go.
Yeah, Memorial. They're just getting started there. Oh, look at that outfit. That skirt.
That's terrific.
Very neat. And that's what the crowd sees as the folks in the parade round the corner. There's Ace and Chrissy getting their steps in. We didn't talk enough about what Ace is wearing.
Yeah.
A two-piece suit, pink. I want to say the cherries on it, maybe?
I think they were
good
cherries.
look.
We chatted with him earlier before they set out onto the parade route.
He said, tell me everything about this look, because Ace really puts a lot of work into his outfits for Pride every year, did not disappoint.
I think that was a newly acquired outfit
yes.
that he purchased just yesterday in anticipation of today's parade. So looking fabulous, Ace Burpee, as always.
Yeah. Western Financial Group out there waving the banner. Looks like they're coming down Memorial still. They've got a good group there.
All right.
Daniel Halmerson is roving around the parade route, making friends, checking in. Who have you got for us now, Danny?
Well, I'm joined right at the intersection of Porch and Main with Pearl, Shalea, Frankie, and Jay. Now, Pearl, tell me about this flag right in front.
Probably about 2 decades ago, a few friends of ours got together sitting around having coffee at Perkins, and we just came up with an ideal of how to put Pride together for everybody. So we have your females, males, and we have all the colors combined. We have the pink triangle, the red ribbon, the yin yang, and the peace sign.
Wonderful. And Shalea, how are you enjoying the day? What's the best part so far?
I like how people were yelling at the chickens a lot.
The chickens.
Well, they're having...
Stealing the show back here.
Apparently there's some chickens. I don't know if we saw them. Hopefully we'll catch up to them, but we are having a blast here at Porch and Main.
Danny, I do have questions about the chickens. We've yet to see the chickens. I have questions about this puppet. The
puppet, and also they mentioned
flag.
Perkins. Do you remember Perkins?
Do we not still have Perkins?
I don't think we do.
Oh gosh, where have I
that
been?
was a great place to go after
A late
some
night?
fun and frivolity. Yes.
Ace and Christy are having fun and frivolity out on the parade route. Who are you chatting with? Oh, we know this guy.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, so if you were looking for the most popular person here, we found him. Kevin Olszewski.
Hi, how you doing? Happy Pride, everyone. What a great day.
Happy Pride to you. Okay, how many years have you been in the parade now, Kevin?
I think this is our 4th year. RRC Polytech has a huge contingent. Our most registered participants yet, over 330 from RRC Polytech.
So that is huge, okay? But you're also a parent, so you're here with family.
I am. I've got my kids here. I got a trans kid on the float, waving the flag. It's so much fun and so empowering for all of the kids here today.
Okay, now what do we think about the Jays this year?
Well, it's a little tough, but you know what? We're good at staying positive about sports teams, aren't we, here in Winnipeg? If anything we've learned, it's going to be okay, Jays fans.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Happy Pride.
I mean, Chrissy's the one you want on your team to believe in the team. They really...
No kidding.
You know, let's believe in the Jays. Turn their luck around there.
Well, it's so great to see Kevin, too.
Yeah, no
I know a lot of folks miss the guy. If you're wondering where he is, there he is.
Actually, I saw Kevin last year at the parade, and we also saw RRC Polytech's amazing float earlier, and we heard over 300 students. They're the chickens.
We didn't have to look too far, and there they are. If we ask, they will show up.
The coop's
opening, get fed.
I need to know what the coop is.
Don't be a chicken. Come take a photo.
Oh, fun.
Kings of the coop.
I wonder if those kind of aerated costumes are great at keeping you cool or sealing in the hot air.
I don't know.
You know, hard to say. We'll have to maybe ask the chickens.
Yeah, we'll have to do a debrief
with the chickens afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, some good balloon action.
There's the pool noodles, I think.
Yes. Oh, they were Oh, that makes my rhyme complete.
There you go.
Oh, we've got a big truck coming. Oh, look at those beautiful balloons.
Oh, the flowers in the front. That's great.
Stunning. I'm trying to figure out who this float is. Oh, is this Hydro? Yes,
It
it's
sure
Manitoba
is.
Hydro.
Manitoba
Well
Hydro.
done, Hydro. Of course, we know Hydro is, tough at work, hard at work all the time, but dealing with the wildfires especially so. So it's really wonderful that they were able to come out and enjoy and show some pride and some representation for Hydro, for that Crown Corporation.
And I know in years past that employees from Hydro have helped to put together that beautiful float, and I'm sure that's the case today too.
You want Hydro engineers on the case with your Pride floats. You know, that's why it looks so
smart.
Good. You have the talent in house. Use it, right? Oh, I believe we're on Main Street now.
Yeah, there's the Frontier School Division again.
Yeah. Oh, and a big, trying to read that banner.
Yeah, the wind is picking up a little bit there.
Us.
PCL Construction, another big contingent. Great to see them. And I believe that's a beaver.
I'm wondering how mascots are faring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe, I was just looking
That's just a mascot from the head up. Sorry,
Yeah.
Catherine, I just had to point that out.
Just to be clear.
That's a smart mascot.
We saw UMQAS or UMQAS, that was University of Manitoba's Queer 2S LGBTQ+ Asper student group. They were walking. We got the loudspeakers out. Of course, Pride started as a protest, right? So it's a day of action as well for folks, not just celebration.
And I believe that U of M group you're just talking about, it is I believe it's their first year.
Cool.
I believe so. But great to see them as well.
What have we got here? I'm just trying to, Assiniboine Park, or Assiniboine Credit Union?
I believe it's the Assiniboine Park Conservancy, I think, yes.
That makes sense with the plants. There you go. Not just a hat rack, Colleen. You're smart as well.
Well, I try. Every once in a while.
No, always. I wonder how her voice is holding up. She's really keeping the spirits alive there. Even with that loudspeaker, you need a lot of vocal energy.
Oh, she's still sounding good.
She's going for it. I love it. Ooh, there's a good soundtrack.
The music. Yeah.
Who do we have there? A puppet, yes? Yes. Pride in the Park, there we go. Assiniboine Park Conservancy, as mentioned.
Yeah,
They've got
it this year.
They do. If that is a puppet, they're doing they're doing an excellent job operating.
I think.
Very lifelike. Yes. It had me fooled for a second. Who we got here? Is that River East Transcona School Division.
That's right.
Celebrating diversity. Lots of students and staff there. Putting on their finest rainbow attire.
And again, lots of school divisions participating, both from inside Winnipeg and from around the province.
Wonderful to see. Yeah, we had a Gay Straight Student Alliance, and now it seems every school has a form that has, it's called different things now, 2S LGBTQ+ IA sometimes, but there's so much more representation in school divisions during Pride Month. I've been seeing it grow year after year since I've been coming. It's wonderful. So who have we got? This is all the way back on Memorial, still at the start of the parade route, as you can see. We've got just a lot more floats to come.
And they're waiting. They're patient. You got to hand it to those folks at the back end of the parade. They've been waiting a long time.
I'm wondering if that's Rady JCC. I think that's correct. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yes, and they've participated in years past as well. So great to see them return for this year.
No kidding. Got the flag flying high.
Representation there. Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, there still is so many floats to come. We're starting to make a dent in it, but if you wouldn't be able to tell, if you're at the other end of the parade route because it's flowing so nicely, and they've got just so many folks have put so much work into these floats. It's great that they're able to show them off. Daniel, who have you got there joining you?
I'm joined by Mallory. We're here on Main Street, right near 300 Main. Now, Mallory, I just heard them in the studio talking about, Pride started as a protest. Now, you're wearing a shirt that basically says that. Tell me why Pride is important for you.
Pride is important. I spent time in the closet. It was hard to come out, but I did it, and I came out in September 2019. So, and then COVID hit, so I wasn't able to come to Pride. So it's awesome being here now with my family.
And so the last, 2 or 3 years that you've been able to come to Pride, you've been able to make up for some lost time. What's your favorite thing about the parade?
All the joy and all the community of it. When we got here, it was awesome seeing the big crowd.
Awesome. Well, we're going to continue enjoying this parade. Mallory, thank you so much. Back to you folks in the studio.
Danny's working so hard, and he's clearly having a blast doing it, and so are Ace and Chrissy. Let's check back in now with Ace.
Bo
and Ace and Bo.
Just chilling with Bo on bounce. How's the vibe at Pride today?
My first time riding in a Pride Parade is fantastic. You know, all you need is love, right? And love is love. And it's just the colors, everybody's so happy. It's a great day.
Honestly, that's the thing. Like, when you get here, you're like, oh my gosh, this is literally the most welcoming place to be in the world right now.
Absolutely, Ace. It's the place to be, and it's so nice to see all the kids out and the dogs, and it's just great.
Now, serious question for you, okay? Can you imagine? So you're coming down Portage, right? And you've got people lining both sides of the street. Everyone's happy, everyone's buzzing. What if that was ever a Stanley Cup parade?
Oh my God, don't even go there.
It would be this magnified, you know what I mean? I think about it all the time.
I was here for an AFCO Cup parade, but no, the Stanley Cup parade, that would be something else. I'm all in. I'm sticking around for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm staying till that.
Awesome, Bull.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Enjoy the day, brother. Awesome. Now, last night, are we still on? Yeah. So last night, obviously, Sea Bear isn't going to say anything right now. But, so, at the Sea Bears game last night, they had, like, wrestling, okay? So there was wrestling, like, full wrestling ring set up. You know, in that, like, at the end of the rink where they have the concerts and stuff, Maestro performed there at the opener and stuff. So they have wrestling. So there's wrestling before the game. People are into it. They're loving it. And then at the half at the Sea Bears game last night, they have wrestling again. And, like, people were so into it. And then all of a sudden, the ref, I couldn't believe it. The ref, Chrissy, got knocked over.
What?
Okay, yeah.
At 90s night?
Okay. Well, and then all of a sudden, who's in the ring putting on an absolute wrestling clinic?
Of course.
Right here. It was, like, people were so into it. I was telling you all earlier. It was
Strongest
awesome.
mascot in Manitoba. I'm calling it right now.
It was amazing. You were awesome. And shout out Sea Bears. Amazing. Back to you.
I don't think I took note before of how jacked the Sea Bears there is. I was like,
impressive.
Whoa. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, and speaking of Virgin 103, there's
our friends there.
Their float.
Our colleagues.
In there, yeah. Doing us proud there. And
Program Director Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, who we got there with the balloon? So I think we have a CTV car behind there. We got some Virgin folks holding those balloons. Again, they are coveted positions, but it takes a lot of skill and concentration. Bounces vehicle.
Oh, there's Amber.
I feel like there's a lot. I would not be trusted to drive these, honestly. Mostly because I'm a terrible driver, but yeah. Oh, and Terry Apostle.
There's Terry.
There's Rochelle.
Yeah. Oh, there's Rochelle. Yeah.
Looking fab as always.
Dancing the day away.
Like a woman who knows the weather, as she does as a weather specialist. She knows to be under that umbrella.
Yeah, she was smart to take the umbrella.
Yeah. Oh, and look, there's our CTV
vehicle. There's our CTV van, yeah.
Looking good. Oh, we got some added rainbows.
There's Diane, our promotions manager. Very festive, Diane. Well done, as always. Well done.
Oh, so much fun out there.
Yes.
They're just getting started at the very beginning of the parade, and there is that very muscly Sea Bear that I just took
and tall
of,
too.
Who's apparently amazing at wrestling. So all things I didn't know.
Danny, well, he's one of our, Akon too. They're a fun group, but so's Danny. He's a fun guy too. Let's check back in with him. Danny.
Well, we've lost your float. I'm here with the folks from Rainbow Stage, Montana and Jackie. Theater kids, Pride, they seem to go a little bit hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah, nothing says Pride like musical theater.
And it's an exciting summer coming up for Rainbow Stage. Rock of Ages, how does that tie in with the queer community, Jackie?
It is a celebration of love between many different people, and it's just a really good, fun, rockin' time.
And Montana, this year's theme is Stand in Strength, right? Why is it important for Rainbow Stage to be out here today?
It's so important. This is our season to sing. All season long, we've got songs that you know, Frozen, Rock of Ages. It's going to be a great time, and we're so excited to welcome the audiences this summer.
Awesome. I'll let you guys catch up to your float. Have a great Pride celebration.
Thank you, Danny. Oh, wow, look at that. We still got a lot to go.
Yeah, from one end to the other of the parade.
Yeah, no
Just
kidding.
like that.
I love going to Rainbow Stage in the summer when you have a beautiful day like that. Frozen, I can't imagine how excited all the Frozen fans, because Frozen is like cult hit.
Absolutely,
Not cult. It's just a massive hit. It's not cult at all. It's huge. And it doesn't seem to like wane in popularity, so that's awesome. Okay, we're checking back in with Ace. Ace, who are you chatting with now?
Here with the Premier, Wob Canoe. Happy Pride to you, my man.
Happy Pride. We're doing Fit Check with Ace Burpee here. Amazing outfit.
Thank you.
Happy Pride.
What does this mean to see Pride, show up at Pride, be visible at Pride, and show out for our people?
It's awesome to see everyone in Manitoba getting a message that there's a place for you here in our province. That's what makes Manitoba so great. Everyone comes together and we build up this place that we love.
And I feel like this weekend's been super rough for our province, and like there's always like, do we go forward with certain events, you know what I mean? But like we need some positivity and love and joy thrown out there, but it's been a super tough week in this province.
Well, this is Pride during a state of emergency, and so on the one hand we have to have that respect for people who have been put out of their homes. On the other hand, we can show that as a province, we're big enough to be able to keep celebrating Pride, keep sending the message that there's a place for everybody, while we take care of people who are coming down south to safety.
You know, it's one of the, and this won't surprise you, but it's just been the number one thing, like either people saying this to me when like I run into them, like I was at the soccer game yesterday, things like that, or you see it online, but the moment they start hearing of these evacuees, Flin Flon, and then they're starting to hear about Baker's Narrows and these places, literally, people's first thought is, okay, what can I do?
Exactly. That's so great about Manitobans. Like, people are trying to make donations. I've seen people dropping off 200 pizzas for evacuees. I've been there setting up cots alongside people who maybe played a little hooky from work so that they could go help out. And every step of the way, Manitobans step up. That's what makes this place so great.
Yeah. The best. Premier Wob Canoe, happy Pride. We'll see you.
Pride, Ace.
Yeah, take care, man. Thank you.
And I don't know if you caught that, Catherine, the legislature in between Ace and the Premier, and it was looking a little smoky over there as well, so yeah.
Well, that's just it. It's good to, I mean, how do you not keep it in mind? You can physically see what's going on. We're very smoky here, and we've received so many evacuees here in Winnipeg, and so this going forward in a state of emergency with the understanding that these are the conditions, and that's what a lot of folks are contending with. So it is just, it's nice to see that folks are showing up and celebrating and keeping those who have been evacuated in very tough situations in their minds through all of this, because yes, it's been a tough weekend, so it's bittersweet, but it's so nice to have some celebration amongst it. So
And great to see the Premier out too. I should just mention quickly though, the cabinet includes the province's first transgender MLA, Logan Oxenham, who represents the district of Kirkfield Park, and the province's first non-binary MLA, Uzoma Azagwara, of course, Minister of Health.
I interviewed Logan last year, and it was just wonderful to talk about what this means, and also to see so many representatives from all levels of government out there walking the parade route. So it just, yeah, it's a different year, of course, with those wildfires, but it's also a very important year. So, and actually, I wanted to mention that we talk about it being an important year. We're coming up, I believe, on the 70th anniversary of Pride. Is that going to be correct? Let me just double check, but I believe we've got a big anniversary coming up just down the pipe. Oh, apology, 40th anniversary in 2027, well off the mark, but yes. So they're gearing up, and every year they've been getting bigger and bigger. Last year, I believe, had the highest attendance ever, with over 6,000 people taking part. They had they're predicting it's going to be even more this year, so we'll have to wait to get a final tally. But we've just got so much to celebrate this year, and it looks like people have shown up in droves to do so.
Well, yeah, and like we were saying earlier, both having walked in the parade with our Bell Media colleagues, when we're in that staging area, not too far from where we are right now on Memorial Boulevard, and you're waiting to hit the parade route, and you just take a look around at all the other participants. Every year I would eyeball the crowd, and it would just get noticeably bigger and bigger each and every year.
Well, and
What
it's
a
also, and it
phenomenal
goes,
event.
and it seems like this goes well beyond the LGBTQIA
It sure does, yeah.
plus community. You're seeing more, more
The
groups from all
allyship
over
has
the
really
place,
grown.
more allies, more parents. It's just, every year it just seems to pick up a little bit more momentum.
I wonder how many hugs those hug moms have given already.
Yeah, we should have a hug tally going. Okay, let's check back in with Daniel Halmerson, who is joined by two very special guests there. Daniel, who have you got?
I'm with my friend Stephanie from Norwest Co-op and Millie. We're out for a walk. We're heading towards the Forks now. What kind of resources and services does Norwest Co-op offer to people in the queer community?
Yeah, so we are a health center, so we offer a lot of primary care resources, as well as community development, programming, programs for youth, programs for children, for seniors, all across the lifespan, really. In terms of our LGBTQ plus specific resources, we have a lot of testing, we have some support groups, some queer-only spaces that we offer at our various resource centers. We have a health box. You can come and pick up a variety of harm reduction supplies, health supplies. Lots going on in the Inkster area of Winnipeg.
And Stephanie, why was it important for you to show up today for that community?
Yeah, we know that, especially from a health perspective, that sometimes folks on the spectrum are overlooked. They maybe feel stigmatized coming into health centers, and so we want to show that we are open and welcome. We're a good place to be, and we support your identity, whatever that might be.
Wonderful. Well, that's Norwest Co-op. They're in the Inkster area. If you're looking for those kind of resources, you can check them out online.
Much, Danny.
Norwest really driving home the importance of inclusion and the good work that they do there.
And services all across the board for those who need them in the place they need them, so that's a great reminder. Where are we now?
The crowds are still coming.
Portage Avenue, so many. We were hearing Pink Pony Club.
We had more Chapel Roan, of course, very important.
We should also have a Chapel Roan count going on. So I've never heard Pink Pony Club played by like a horn section.
I love it. That was great.
Super fun. I mean, look at the crowds there.
It does not die out. This is such an amazing turnout today.
It really is. A lot of good balloon work. Let's draw attention to this wonderful balloon work. And they've got some flags going.
All the different ways you can get creative with balloons. Now that is very close to the end of the parade route. They're on William Stevenson Way. They're about to make that right turn into the Forks area to join that big party.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and it is a party. Let's just say there's so much going on there. They do such a great job of all the programming. I can't imagine the amount of work that goes into making this all possible. It's a lot of logistics, but
a year-round effort to put together
absolutely
this events.
Oh, we've got some well-wishers there on the parade route.
Yeah, they have a good spot there,
and they got a little perch, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, nice place to sit. That's great.
Totally. I'm just trying to figure out who we got here.
See the top. Oh.
It's a slow creep there. I think, are we still on Memorial? Or no, that's
yes, we're back on Memorial. Yeah.
Yes, Director Kim tells me we are at Memorial there. A lot of good waves. People look in good spirits. I mean, it's tough to be in bad spirits amongst this group.
No.
People are so excited and happy. I'm just wondering about all the balloons. I mean, what's the balloon count at?
So many balloons, so many different ways the balloons have been put together, and it sounds like Ace and Chrissy are out there. Let's check back in with those two.
She does the...
Yeah, you better believe we're back out here.
She does the TV reporter head nod. I've wanted to do that my whole life.
You know why?
I don't know how to, no, you know what I mean? Like when they're throwing it to you, she does the nod and then...
I didn't even realize that I've been doing it.
I wanted to do it my whole life. I can't do it.
It's because I'm always listening, waiting to go. Okay, our friends at the Y are here. We just finished a Strong Kids campaign.
And it was amazing.
And it was amazing.
Cordella Friesen is the president and CEO. Important to you and to everyone at the Y to show up and show out on Pride.
Oh, 100%. Like, we need to be in spaces of celebration and safety and belonging, and so it makes sense for us to be at the Pride Parade, but also it's our young leaders that are leading our contingency. So our young leaders are taking the lead, and they're the ones that coordinated everything, made sure we all had signs, like they're really into it.
That is so awesome. This is going a bit off topic.
Yeah.
But I did note one of the first things and one of the first groups in this city, in Winnipeg, to say, hey, we're going to open our doors for those who have been evacuated from the wildfires up north. And I was like, so Kevin sent me a heads up. He's like, we're going to send out a press release that if people want to come for a shower or workout or whatever, we're going to open our doors. And that sort of leadership makes me so, so happy.
Yeah, well, 100%. We have 4 community hubs. We have spaces for children, for youth. We have showers. We can take donations like we want to show up. And we are open from 6 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. And so what better way? And when you are with your family in a hotel room and your cramped spaces, we want to make sure that we're there. And so we will continue showing up throughout the month of June and do whatever we can to support.
Amazing.
I love them.
Cordell, I know. Kevin, hello.
And it's our Y song.
Cordella Friesen is the president and CEO of the YMCA YWCA of Winnipeg. Thank you for everything. Happy Pride.
Thank you so much. Happy Pride.
They do such great work at the YMCA, and yes, Chrissy has nailed the TV reporter head knob. Great job.
I like how it's like, I dream of doing this my whole life. It's like, you're on CTV Morning
Do
Live
it now,
every
Ace.
Monday.
You can do it. Do it now.
Opportunity. Now's the chance.
No kidding. I think we're going to check back in now with CTV's Daniel Halmerson.
Hi, yeah, I'm here with Fred Meyer. He's the president of RRC Polytech. They had a fantastic float. Tell me a little bit about that float and how students get involved.
Yeah, that float was constructed by our students in cooperation with our instructors. It's done about 3 years ago. And you know, the great thing is that every year they make modifications to the float. This year they included a sunshade because it's warm out here and the sun's out as well. But yeah, it's a great way to have students be a part of Pride and understand the importance of it and be a part of our community as well.
Tell me a bit about inclusivity at the college. As a grad myself, it's a very welcoming space. What do you guys do to make sure everyone feels that way?
Yeah, the first thing is to come to events like this to let people know that everybody's included as a part of RRC Polytech, and there's a space for you in our institution as well. And so not only events like this, but on our campus as well, creating spaces for people to feel included and accepted, and then also, you know, setting policies. Every organization needs to do that. We've got a strategy around equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility as well, and very focused on that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Fred. I'll let you catch up to the rest of the RRC crew. You take care.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got to see their float earlier. They do such a great job on it, and they have a big show up this year, which is just really awesome.
I think that might, well, it looks similar to the RRC, perhaps not. It's, well,
hard to tell
hard
from
to
that
tell.
roof there.
So many people out.
It's a sea of activity out there at Memorial, yes. I want to say this is Downtown Community Safety Partnership, maybe. I'm guessing because they wear green. We see them a lot out in the community.
They do a lot of good work in downtown
Winnipeg. I could be completely off here, so apologies if I have your organization wrong, folks.
They are queued up. It looks like sometimes you get a little bottleneck happening here and there, part of the parade fun, but it looks like that's not dampening their spirits by the look of it. I should mention though too, Catherine, I just did a quick check. We're up now to 28 degrees out there. It feels like 31 now with the Humidex. That is not stopping anyone, including some nice twirling action right there. Lots of fun as those folks get close to the end of the parade route. From that point, we're looking at Main Street right now.
I just saw a parent who's pulling their kids in a wagon, lift their bucket hat and dump water just directly on their head. Pro move in this heat.
Good.
Chrissy is checked in with some other folks down on the route. Who are you chatting with now, Chrissy?
David Zyla, who is the District Vice President of the Manitoba Operations of Scotiabank, and is a very good friend of all of us on the Ace Burpee Show. David, Scotiabank turns out year after year for Pride. Why is that?
When it comes to Pride and when it comes to any equity-deserving group, we believe in inclusion. And so that's why Scotiabank comes out full force every year.
Every single year, as you can see, the members who are volunteering their time, who voluntarily show up. So some of the initiatives that Scotiabank has through the year to support the community include?
So not only do we have a robust employee resource group that supports the 2S LGBT community, we have multiple nonprofits that we support right here in Manitoba and Northwestern Ontario and right across Canada.
So David is driving the truck. The truck is now, someone took over his position and he needs to get back to that truck. We wish you a happy Pride. Group hug.
Amazing
There you
stuff.
go.
They look like they're having
Group
a good
hug.
time, and he's got to get back to manning his post.
Of course.
She's got a good spot. Look at that. She's
Terrific.
getting pulled under an umbrella. That is the dream. Danny's also living my dream because he's had a number of four-legged friends
He's
that
having
he's
a
getting
ball
to
today.
meet.
Yeah, let's
Danny,
check back in with him.
I think he got something similar going.
Oh, there he is.
I'm joined by Freckles and Suze, and we are, I don't know if you can see, Freckles has her tutu on. She's geared up for Pride. Suze, how's your day so far?
Oh, great. This is wonderful. What an amazing turnout.
How many years have you been coming to Pride?
This is my first year.
What have you learned so far? What's a highlight for you?
It's amazing to see how many people are here. I can't believe that there's so many people who are advocating for equality amongst everybody. It should be love is love. Who cares, right?
And are you going to head down to the rest of the Pride festivities as well this afternoon?
And we were there yesterday too.
Right on. So really making a weekend of it. And this is Everett as well?
Everett is Freckles' favorite person.
And what's your favorite thing about the day so far?
The parade. I like how they include everyone and their differences, and I like how they're supporting the gay people because at one point no one accepted them, and now that I learn about that, it makes me feel bad for the people, and this just makes me happy being here.
Awesome. Great to hear, Everett. And Freckles, I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't want to leave. Catherine, this is the one.
Danny, you get some nice pets in for those of us down here at the studio who can't. Thank you so much.
I think we're going to check in one last time with Ace and Chrissy. There she is.
Yeah, so we've had multiple marching bands come through, which is amazing. Here are some of the other groups. What's a parade without baton twirlers? The Manitoba Baton Twirling Association is here. Perhaps you've seen them on the route already. Dodgeball Manitoba has put in an entry in this year's Pride Parade as well. And I know that I'm missing one other one. We've got the baton twirlers, the dodgeball, and the roller derby is here this year as well. Roller derby.
Also, who do I look like?
I don't know.
Who do I look like? I'm going for a look. Walton Goggins. I am. That's my summer
and
plan.
Walton Goggins impersonator, Ace Burpee, here at this year's Pride Festival.
Walton Goggins impersonator is what I'm doing for the summer.
Happy Pride.
We are in the Goggins assance, so he's really at the moment. Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna do his shirt back up.
Waiting for that reveal. Like, what's he's doing? His back.
I was like, what? I thought he was going to pull out a baton or do something.
Yeah, did not disappoint though. Let's
Goggins
just say.
goggles too.
Goggins, the best company name. Okay, wow, look at that. Still getting going, but I think we're wrapping up here.
I think so. We've seen so many great floats. Lots of great kids there.
Giving a wave. Yeah, that's going to do it for us today. But of course, you can keep the party going by heading down to the festival at the Forks. There you're going to find workshops, booth vendors, kids programming, whole lineup of performers.
And if you want to rewatch the parade or see your favorite float again, our entire broadcast will be posted on our website shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow for CTV News at 5 and at 6.